Welcome back, everybody. It's Saturday at noon and it's time for lunch. I've got Natalie here with me today. We love cooking hot dogs and sausages on the Blackstone Griddle. Picked up these two types at Costco the other day. Now, I've used these a couple times over the years. These are Teton Waters Ranch. These are from Colorado. 100% grass-fed beef, and you know the whole deal. No hormones, all that stuff. And smoked buffalo and pork jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. Now, I've had this brand before as well, and they're really good.
Blackstone Griddle on medium heat.
I'm wondering where she gets her flair for the dramatic from. Some oil on my griddle. I still, to this day, see postings from people saying that they bought a griddle and they don't know how to take care of it. Oil and heat, heat and oil. You know, I saw a posting this morning on the Blackstone Griddle users group, so if this is you, a shout out to you. This person said, "This is my first cook, what do you think?" And it was a completely unseasoned griddle. It literally was a silver griddle that they had never seasoned and they just turned on. So give me a break, folks. All right, let's open up the Teton 100% grass-fed beef links first. We're going to do this all in real time here, friends, so whatever happens, happens. Come on over here, Natalie. You can talk. Just don't bump the tripod. All right. See, we're medium, but that thing is blazing hot, so I'm going to turn it down closer to low. There we go. Second, we're going with the smoked buffalo and pork jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. Now, I'm going to tell you this, folks. I am not a bratwurst fan. I do not like the flavor of bratwurst. Just know that these don't really taste like what you would consider to be a quote-unquote bratwurst. And yes, I am singling out like Johnsonville. Ugh, I'm just not a big fan of Johnsonville. No offense to Johnsonville. But this is the good stuff here. There we go, cheddar jalapeno. And if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know I love to season up my links. You put a little bit of granulated garlic, a little bit of black pepper on there. Oh yeah! I have a lot of people that try that tip and then they write me back and tell me how thankful they are and they love it. So look there. You see that right there? Bam. This is great stuff here. Shout out to my Texas buddy. The real Joey B. Ned. Oh my. Be careful not to breathe that in. Kind of like a nice black pepper type of flavor. And let's just go with a few more of the regular uncured links there. I think that should be plenty for the family. Hey, Natalie, you want to come over here and say something? No? I like to use tongs when we're doing hot dogs because it's like being in a convenience store. You know how those hot dogs, those wieners are on that little roller? Well, that's all you're doing with tongs. You're just rolling, 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 rolling. Keep them doggies rolling. I guess you could flip these ones. Telling you, it is a big difference when you have a good dog that has good ingredients. You put a little bit of that seasoning there on the outside, friends. These are great. You know, like occasionally you go into a store, I don't know, a Home Depot or so, and you got one of those guys out there with a vending cart, and he's just selling these delicious dogs, which, by the way, cost always like $4 or $5 a piece, and they taste incredible. If you break these down, these are expensive, but if you break them down on the price that I paid for these at Costco, they break down to around $1.25 per dog. But, you know, that's expensive, but compare that to $5, which is what you're going to pay for that if you buy that from a vendor. And these are the same high quality dogs right there. Yes, I am running side wind guards here on my range top. I run wind guards on the sides of all my 28 and 36-inch griddles. I leave them on there all the time. That way, if you live at a place like we live, in Colorado, where you frequently get nasty, nasty winds. We had a day last year where we had a bomb cyclone and there were winds clocked at the airport, 19 miles that way, 88 miles an hour. So it's usually not like that, but occasionally you get some nasty winds. And the benefit of having the wind guards in on year round is that they trap the heat in. So you can actually run at a higher heat with a lower setting using less fuel. So always a big proponent of wind guards. That's the side wind guards right there. If you're running a hood on these 28 and 36-inch units, I'm talking too fast. You can't run rear wind guards, obviously, because of the hood, but you can put them on the side. It's nice as I'm running on a medium and a low heat here, I can roll these dogs and they're going to be perfect. I like some quote-unquote char on my dogs. I like them to look good, and that's what we're doing here. Oh baby, I just see a little bit of that cheddar leaking out of that jalapeno dog. Now again, I'm using the Old Town Market famous rub from Ned, but if all you had is black pepper and granulated garlic, do it and you are going to the next dimension. Not to be confused with the fifth dimension, up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Wouldn't you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? Speaking of hot air balloons, when I worked at Adventures Out West for 14 years as a Jeep guide, a hiking guide, a zipline guide, of course, we also did hot air balloons, and so I worked on many a hot air balloon crew back in the day. And man, we have a storm moving in right here now, so you would not be doing any hot air ballooning today. Now, you've seen me tout these here on my YouTube channel for years and years and years and years. Sam's Club white hoagie rolls. They come in 3 different sizes. It is the best mass-produced hoagie roll that you can get anywhere in the U.S. These literally are the cat's meow. Just keep turning those rolls and keep them nice and warm. Of course, the beauty of cooking on a flat top of Blackstone is you can do all kinds of condiments on there, such as, but not limited to, sauteing onions. That's just a yellow onion, not just because, you know, on a Blackstone, a simple yellow onion becomes a delicious sauteed onion. Some people might like a little sauteed onion on there. All the kids won't, but mommy and daddy just might do it. Meanwhile, let's check on our dogs here. The 100% grass-fed beef from Teton Water Ranch. Oh my goodness. Jalapeno cheddar in the house over here. You know, I might, one thing I do like to do if you have a sausage like this, and you have that seasoning, put a little extra oil on there, like that. Then you can roll them in that oil with the seasoning. Next level. I almost said next dimension again, but I did that already. Let's see what's going on over here in onion saute world. These things look just about perfect. They are just about perfect. So as not to overcook the onions, bring on one of my little Blackstone cast iron dishes, and we'll just scoop these up, put them inside there. Probably can't see this on camera. There we go. Move these rolls so we can get those onions up. I know I'm not setting up the best angles here today, but we're just having fun cooking, and just want to record it, but not really concerned with a mesmerizing video. Perfect onion. Throw them in a cast iron skillet like that. It's a great way to keep them super hot, but keep them from burning on the griddle top. Let me move my spatula mat out of the way here. Put my rolls over here on this side shelf. Those feel nice and warm, but yet they're not crispy. You don't want to burn these things and turn them into a cracker. Also picked some of this up at Costco. We've used this a few times. I do enjoy some sauerkraut, but the probiotic wild brine, raw, organic, all that hippie stuff, it is really good sauerkraut. I will say that the label is not my favorite. Who creates a label like that when you rip it off, you know, it makes the product look disgusting. So terrible, terrible label. Let's see. I guess in theory, if it could have ripped off correctly, but it didn't rip off correctly, it would have worked. Oh my goodness. Real life here, friends. I've had bilateral carpal tunnel surgery over the years. I have arthritis in my thumbs and my wrist. And, wow. Sometimes it's not as easy as it used to. Oh, that good kraut. That good kraut. Do you like sauerkraut? She likes sauerkraut? Are you sure you know what it is?
Yes.
She likes sauerkraut. So the beauty of having a big old 28 or 36-inch griddle is plenty of space to move things around. You can use cooling racks. You can use basting covers, basting domes. You can use a cast iron dish like I'm using here to keep my onions warm. It's just about managing things. So many people will send me messages saying they're just confused because they don't know how to time everything to be done at the right time. Well, you saw how I just pulled. I didn't want those rolls to burn, so I just pulled them off. They look perfect, and now we're splitting them in the middle. They're very warm, and they're almost like the inside looks almost like a fresh roll. I don't know if you can see that or not. So we're not drying these things out. Range shop combo. Got all this nice room for storage. Have one of my Blackstone cast iron platters down here below. These rolls are perfect, so I'm going to put them over here where you're not supposed to. So if you're a troll, make sure you go ahead and leave a comment at how I'm putting these over here on the burner cover, and you're not supposed to set things there, but I want to keep these warm, so we're going to do that. Shout out to all the trolls out there. I'm going to try to take an internal temperature of these sausages. Typically, I wouldn't do that. I would just look at them, maybe cut a piece off and look, but let's turn on the old thermometer here. And let's do an internal temperature reading on these. These are going to be good. I just want to double check on these bad boys over here. Let's see, we're about 154. You know, 160 is target temperature probably on a raw sausage. So let's do another one. That's 178. So different size sausages. And then one more over here, 176. And let's do the last one just to make sure. And again, I'm not a big temperature guy on these. I can tell these are done just by looking at them. Now, all you steak cooking experts out there, don't freak out because those were like a good 10-15 degrees warmer than what the target temperature is going to be. Sausage, these are perfect. They're not going to be dried out inside. You have lots of room for air when you're making a sausage. So there's the jalapeno one. Try to slide these around here, get you a good view. Let's do a few of the jalapeno cheddar. Yeah, there we go. Oops. And a few of the Teton Waters Ranch dogs. All those things look good. Hopefully you can see these. I'm gonna put some sauteed onions down on that dog right there. We could open that bun, of course, and let them fall down inside. And let's grab some sauerkraut for this one right here. Why not? A little bit of sauerkraut wouldn't hurt. I'm going to do one with sauerkraut, one without. You can garnish these any which way you want to. For those Chicago style people that are just gung-ho on mustard only over there. And over here, if you grew up in Pennsylvania like I did, a little bit of ketchup. Take a look at that. Let's give it a try. First thing I'm noticing, and for me it's mandatory, you have to get those things super hot. I talked about gas station hot dogs earlier. A pet peeve of mine if you ever go into a gas station and those hot dogs are turning but they're ice cold and you have to take them out, put them in the microwave. That's the jalapeno. Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine. So when in doubt, you leave that on there a little longer. Keep it rolling on a low temperature. Get that inside boiling hot. Oh. Friends, we have to go feed the family. So buy a good dog. Don't skimp. Buy the good stuff. Don't buy like those Bar S hot dogs. Ugh, it's disgusting. Buy something good. Doctor it up a little bit with a little bit of garlic. Get a good roll. My goodness. And cook it on a Blackstone, of course. So friends, make sure you're watching. I've got stuff going on every which way, man. We've got lives going on over at Blackstone Products Facebook, doing lives like crazy. We got videos going on here. Just keeping busy, and we're locked down, but we're still griddling, man, and the griddles are flying off the shelf. I have never received as many questions, comments, and photos now from new griddlers as I have right now. So the Griddle Nation is strong, man. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all the brand new subscribers. Until next time, this is kind of weird because, see, let me fix the tripod real quick. Here we go. Now I can stand up fully. Until next time, this is Todd and Natalie. And we're saying praise the Lord and pass
The hot dog.
the hot dogs, the beef dogs, the jalapeno cheddar dogs, the Teton's Water Ranch grass-fed dogs.
Blackstone Griddle. Medium limited edition.